It's ladies like what? It must be Sarah on the mic. With sweet little Holly, got the sugar, got the spice. We're keeping us tight, we're guests on the night. Linked up with Urban Spirit Studio. That's right. And I'm not a rookie on this all-star team. Me and Holly get your hook like we're fishing for green. This is home, never leaving us talent alone. Yes, it is my city, it's my throne.
Do you constantly feel pressure? Because I know I do. That to be considered a female, you have to be feminine. And what is your idea of being feminine? Because my sister, I've got such a different perspective on this because I'm a twin, and my sister has always been masculine, always. Like from the womb, you had to pay to wear a dress from the womb. To be fair, it was £5 to wear a dress, and that's just her. She's always been like that, and to me, that's so. It is normal, but in terms of society, to me, that's always been so normal because I've grown up with that. And she used to always get like people coming up to her like, "Oh, are you a girl or a boy?" And like it would be seen as so unnormal. And I'd take a step back and a bit, hold on, is this not normal? Because this is my sister. Like this is just her.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because for me personally, I feel like I've become more feminine as I've probably reached 40, and I was never necessarily the stereotypical female. So it can be a little bit hard, I guess, in the way society looks at you, because they do think, oh yeah, you're supposed to look a certain way, you're supposed to act a certain way, you're supposed to dress a certain way. You know, you're supposed to want to have your nails done all the time and have your hair done and wear makeup and wear dresses and have a pink bedroom and all those sort of things. But I never really was into all of that. Not to say that obviously I'm not a female or I'm not feminine, I just maybe didn't have a strong feminine energy, you know, that was out there and typically girly, you know. But it's difficult for a lot of women where I guess you don't fit into what society deems as female, and then you start questioning yourself and questioning your sexuality and stuff like that. You know, I went through a bit of a phase when I was younger thinking, oh, I wonder if I'm straight or not.
Really?
Because I think, well, I like all the things that boys like. I love hanging out with guys. You get like a different kind of banter when you're with the guys. There's a bit less pressure. But I always found guys sexually attractive, but I also really appreciate the female form, you know, and
the fact that you have to put a label on that as well, I think, is backwards, because I think
kissing the mic.
Because I think, like, why should you have to label yourself and put yourself in a box?
Yeah.
I think just go on with your life. If you fancy someone, you fancy them. I mean, I've always known that. What makes you more
feminine? Is it because you've got nails and you've got lashes, and then you say, you know, your sister is not as feminine because she doesn't have the nails and the lashes?
Stereotypically, and I've always known that I was straight, and I've never had to question that. But for people, like, when you have names called at you all the time, say if I was being called, oh, are you a boy or a girl? I'll be thinking, God, I don't know what I am. Like, it's so hard. And I think to this day it still affects me because I've grown up with that and that stigma around my sister and what she's had to go through. If I try and, like, I love streetwear and I'd love to go like a bit cool, like a little bit like boyish.
Yeah.
But I know I wouldn't be comfortable because I'd be thinking I don't look nice because I don't look feminine. And I question this all the time. Like, if I don't look typically feminine, I'm like, oh, I feel a bit insecure. Like, no one's going to fancy me because I look a bit boyish. And that's not seen as admirable for females to do that. And that's stuck with me as well. Another thing that stuck with me from childhood because of the reactions I've seen from other people.
Like the society has sort of made you feel a bit more apprehensive.
Yeah, because I'm like, no, I don't want to be asked if I'm a girl or boy. I don't want to be my sexuality to be questioned. I don't want, but really what I should think is, I don't really care what anyone thinks. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah, and just embrace yourself and who you are and feel comfortable in your own skin.
Exactly, 1000%. Yeah. Have you ever thought that, like, have you ever been a bit insecure when you're wearing a little bit of a less typically feminine outfit?
Yes, depending on situations. So sometimes, you know, sometimes I like to wear something that's a bit more comfortable. I'm going through the phase now where I'm trying to not wear tracksuits and hoodies and things like that. I've not seen you
in a tracksuit for bloody weeks.
I've done really well, actually.
I've actually not seen you in a tracksuit for... You've worn jeans for a solid month. Go on, Sarah.
I know, no leggings or anything. No. And do you know what? I do.
Wait, what? They're jeans. Never mind. They look like leggings, but no, they're just skin tight. You can see the flesh.
But yeah, I'm doing pretty well with that, and it's making me feel a little bit more put together and nicer. But not to say I don't love a good tracksuit. I do. Tracksuit, trainers, yeah. And for me, what makes me feel nice as well, if I'm wearing something like really baggy, you know, got nice lacy underwear underneath or whatever, you know, you've had your wax, everything is still like, that's what makes me feel more feminine, I think. You know, the maintenance underneath and the nice body cream and a perfume and those sort of things, not so much as what I'm wearing, but that's the society I was brought up in, and I've mentioned it before. Being raised in the 90s and growing up in the 90s, very much hip hop culture. That's what I was into. So it was all the baggy clothes. So that was never really seen as like masculine.
And
you know,
I think that is what you go through young when you're trying to find your style, when everything matters the most. I think that really shapes everything going forward in the future as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I know that if I was to dress, I would look at someone else in it and I would be like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I would feel so cool and confident in it for like, God, solid 10 minutes. And then after I'd be like, oh my God, like, I look a bit weird now.
Do you know what I find? It's because I'm quite I would say I'm an eclectic person. So I like to wear different things all the time. I don't really have... Well, I kind of do have a set style because my style is quite casual. I say that is my set style. But I can go from like wearing a skin tight dress with high heels and the full glam into a tracksuit and feel 100% comfortable in it. What makes me feel uncomfortable sometimes is the setting. So you start a new job, and you know when you start a new job and you wear certain clothes all the time, that's what they label you as. So then when you then fall out of that box, so, and then say you was coming in a tracksuit, I can imagine all these lot going, "You're right, Holly.
Yeah, they
What are you doing? Why are you wearing a tracksuit?
Feeling all right. Or without my eyelashes, they'd go, who's that in there?
You're like, you're poorly."
Yeah, they'd say something, I know.
Yeah, because
I know who would say something. Dom would say something.
Dom, 100%.
He'd say something.
He can't keep his mouth shut.
Can't keep it bloody shut, Dom can't.
That's our Dom. Love you. So yes, I feel like it's when you get into the new job, it's that expectation because they're so used to seeing you a certain way. So that's more of a pressure for me. But other than that, if I still mix it up all the time, then you never kind of know what to expect with me.
I feel like I know what to expect with you.
Yeah, you know it's all going to resort to no makeup, no lashes, no nails.
I feel like when you've seen someone for that long though, God, it's just second nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, tomorrow if she's in a tracksuit, I will video it and I'll put it up.
I had a tracksuit on yesterday at home.
Oh, see, big fat liar.
Cozy.
Big fat liar.
Je m'appelle.
Yeah.